Hello, I'm John Fox on channel John, and last time I'm having a Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony Adventure, and
One high school girl started the tragedy, the ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima.
okay, their eyes are somehow different colours. It's odd, isn't it?
At least that's what I remember. But that's not what this book says. Ultimate despair doesn't just refer to Junko
Oh yeah,
Enoshima.
there's two of them.
It refers to a group and the movement that came after. To put it simply, there's more to ultimate despair than Junko Enoshima.
This is the first time I've heard about this. Wasn't Junko the ultimate despair?
That's what I recall as well. That label should only apply to her.
Coincidences sure are scary. Everyone misremembered the same
Or
thing.
they had the wrong memories implanted.
Coincidence? Misremembered?
No, it's no coincidence. I know there's a difference in these memories.
And that's not all. There are other discrepancies I'd like to point out.
Ugh, does it even matter? I'm bored already.
Just shut up.
So, let's continue where we left off. Junko resorted to different tactics to cover the world with despair. The killing game between the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy, for example.
So it's been a while since I've seen this picture.
They were locked up and forced into the killing game by the ultimate despair.
But boo-hoo. When I, the one who started it all, died, events were set in motion.
And the world began to move towards restoration.
Then the fight between the Future Foundation and the remnants of despair raged on! But the worst-case scenario was avoided! Yay! A happy ending.
Not yet! There are more points that conflict with the history. I'll point those out next.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history happened because Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair.
Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate despair. And forced into the
Oh
killing
no, there wasn't. No.
Oh, I have some bad news about that. The events that my death set in motion are only now reaching their climax.
So the remnants of despair and the Future Foundation are still fighting. But for now, we've avoided the worst of it.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history happened because Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair.
Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate despair.
No, that's wrong. What?
And forced into the killing game.
Oh, I have some bad
Oh, I must have missed.
But for now, we've avoided the worst of it.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Because Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair.
Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate.
Better.
That's wrong!
That's wrong!
It wasn't the ultimate despair that trapped the 78th class in Hope's Peak Academy. It was the class themselves. They shut themselves in.
Shut themselves in?
Why would they shut themselves in?
It has to do with the Hope's Peak Academy shelter project. During the tragedy, the 78th class trapped themselves inside Hope's Peak Academy for protection.
So our memory of the 78th class being trapped by the ultimate despair?
Are you saying our memories are wrong?
Yep.
It just means those documents were written all half-assed. There's no need to worry about it. Your memories are all correct.
What you've been saying isn't consistent. First you said it was just coincidence.
Is that so?
Let's just move on. I want to talk about one more thing from our memories. It's about the rebuilt Hope's Peak Academy that we were attending.
What about Hope's Peak Academy?
There's no doubt that the 16 of us were students at Hope's Peak Academy. We heard it had been rebuilt and was accepting applications for talented students again.
They scout.
And so, we gathered at the brand new Hope's Peak Academy.
Yeah.
Since Hope's Peak Academy was large, we were all in separate classes. But there's no doubt we were students of the new
I mean, they
school.
could have just changed that rule, but whatever. Just like I thought there's something wrong there. But why? Why are our memories so different? How do we know that book's accurate?
Hope's Peak Academy was rebuilt. And with that, recruitment of talented students resumed.
When we found out, we came to the new Hope's Peak Academy.
The new Hope's Peak Academy was a huge school. Which is why we were all in different classes.
But we're all the same! That's right. We were all students of Hope's Peak Academy.
Hope's Peak Academy was rebuilt.
And with that, recruitment of talented students.
No, that's wrong!
That's wrong! We remember Hope's Peak Academy taking applications from talented students. But that's not what's written here. The Academy did not take applications. All of their students were scouted.
Apart from the lottery one.
Scouted? I've never heard that.
I wasn't scouted. I applied to Hope's Peak Academy on my own.
Me too. I chose to come to Hope's Peak. At least, that's what I remember.
Are you saying we're remembering it wrong?
But what if this book's just wrong? Researchers make mistakes too.
Maybe so, but I'm not getting all this from just the book. There is other evidence as well.
Other what?
The killing game we're in now is one that began with Hope's Peak Academy. So this is the third game after Hope's Peak and Jabberwock Island. But remember what Rantaro said?
Yeah, there's been another game.
But Rantaro's name wasn't listed among the past participants of the game. He was not present at the two killing games that Junko orchestrated.
Then, which killing game did Rantaro participate
A
in?
new one.
I'm not entirely sure, but it's clearly inconsistent, isn't it? And the inconsistencies don't stop there. Kokichi's account is also suspect.
Kokichi's account is inconsistent too?
Oh, an inconsistency? Do tell.
We remember Kokichi as a remnant of despair. But I don't think that's true. He wasn't a remnant of despair.
Never, ever, ever cared about.
He wasn't a remnant of despair?
That's impossible! He was definitely a remnant of
I
despair.
think you might have mentioned it at the end there, but...
The remnants of despair were the ones who tried to stop the Gopher Project. And Kokichi was their leader. If he was the one leading the remnants of despair...
Their jobs must be real, though.
Then he must have been second only to the ultimate despair herself.
Yes, he loved me more than anyone. Like an obsessed fan hiding in the bushes.
I'm not even entirely sure that was true either.
So where's your proof he wasn't a remnant of despair?
Proof that Kokichi isn't a remnant of despair?
motive video we found in Kokichi's dorm room.
Yes, this just talks about dice.
An organization centered around petty crimes, one that forbids murder. And in addition to that, the group was only 10 people. That's far too few to be the same group that tried to sabotage the Gopher Project. Meaning that whatever group Kokichi was a part of is not the remnants of despair. His motive video clearly contradicts our memories. The memory we have of Kokichi being a remnant has to be false.
You mean he wasn't a remnant of despair? That's not possible.
Come to think of it, we never actually heard it directly from him.
But it's still not possible.
Kokichi didn't tell us because he wasn't exposed to that flashback light. And neither was Kaito.
Yeah.
Kaito didn't appear to know anything about the remnants of despair or Junko Enoshima.
If they'd been exposed to it, maybe we'd know the truth.
Maybe it's better that they weren't. I think the people who were affected by that flashback light were wrong.
What do you mean?
All of these weird inconsistencies are from memories we got from the flashback lights.
So the flashback lights are the cause?
You found the classroom that makes all the flashback lights, right, Shuichi?
Yes, and I noticed something strange about it. I actually did a little experimenting with a device hidden in the room. It allowed you to select the memory that a flashback light would recover. However, some of the memories were inconsistent with each other. One might say there are survivors, but another would say there are no survivors. Bizarre, right? The flashback lights allegedly help us recover our memories. We're supposed to remember the truth that we forgot, and there should only be one truth. But then, having the option to recover contradictory memories doesn't make sense.
Then what are you saying?
Huh?
The flashback light isn't for recovering lost memories? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Then what was it for?
Planting false memories.
What was it for, huh? Huh?
Go on, tell them. What are the flashback lights for?
What are the flashback lights used for? Why can you select different memories? And what does it mean that those memories contradict each other? If I put all the pieces together, I have to go on a little drive. Also, it all makes sense. I don't know what it is. Oh, it means game over. I hope it starts from that. Not A or T. Oh, thank goodness. M. L. E. What the hell? I don't... I? I am... A? Imposter. Oh. Blimey. Just immediately lost.
We can't.
Impose? No. I don't know. Implant. Oh, I thought that was an A. Thought that was an N.
I see now.
Thought I had more hearts.
Yes, that's it. The flashback light isn't supposed to help us remember anything. It's a tool for implanting false memories.
Planting memories?
Yes, the memories you could select for the flashback lights weren't our real memories. They were memories to be implanted inside us. That's why the contents of those memories contradict each other. Once we're exposed to a flashback light, those memories become the truth to us.
So how can we trust
So
the...
the memories we recovered with the flashback lights were...
How can we trust the motive
Not real.
then?
They were all false memories. They were all lies.
Lies?
Oh, what a horrible truth! If the memories from the flashback lights are lies,
Then who the hell are we?
then everything was a lie! Oh, the suspense and foreshadowing was for nothing! Can you believe it? It's like everything that happened didn't matter at all.
Well, that is what it means.
Huh?
Lies are just like snowballs. The more you roll them, the bigger they get. The bigger they are, the more fun and shocking it is when they're revealed.
That's why everything up till now has been lies. That's the truth.
The memories from the flashback lights were just lies.
I don't know why, but I love her surprised face. I guess it's because it took so long for it to appear.
It's just as Shuichi said. The flashback lights are not for recovering lost memories. They're tools for implanting new ones. The light they emit is actually information that has been converted to light waves. That light is beamed directly into the brain, causing a deja vu sort of phenomenon. The brain gets confused and thinks the info it just received happened in the past.
We were just confused. For example, your memories of being students of Hope's Peak Academy?
Fake! You guys don't have anything to do with Hope's Peak Academy.
None of us were ever students there. It was just a fake memory. We're not students from Hope's Peak? Yep, that was all fake. Looking back, it was a mistake to have you remember Hope's Peak. I didn't originally plan on giving you those memories, but I was in a rush and overlooked all those inconsistencies, so you figured it all out.
It's hopelessly the worst!
So that's why Kokichi had to die?
Good job, Mr. Detective. You got it.
The only reason we thought Kokichi was a remnant was because of the flashback lights. But he did say that he was the leader of a cult organization. That was a lie he invented himself. He wanted to be the mastermind. He wanted us to believe it. That's why he lied.
Yeah, we remember this.
He usurped the Mastermind's role, but in doing so, became a thorn in their side. So to get rid of that hindrance, the Mastermind played along with the lie. The Mastermind manipulated us into thinking Kokichi was a remnant of despair.
At the same time, having everyone remember Hope's Peak Academy made you guys target him because you thought he was a remnant of despair.
You were using the flashback lights to control us?
Then the reason I tried to kill Kokichi was...
You were being controlled by false memories, like putty in the Mastermind's hands. But Maki wasn't the only one being controlled. You all were! Remember when Kokichi revealed the truth of the outside world? You all got so depressed, you couldn't even focus on the killing game!
Wait, then, to make us recover from that, you...
Yep, we gave you memories of being Hope's Peak Academy students, the symbol of hope.
So you all could face despair. You controlled us with that big memory?
Well, it wasn't just that memory. It was all of them up till now. New mysteries and truths turn to motivation. Motivation drives a story. Everything from the flashback lights was just motivation to move you forward. But I guess it was fake motivation.
You idiots kept getting jerked around by meaningless lies!
This class trial was like that too, wasn't it? Why was it you were so motivated to do it? Because you got a memory from one of the flashback lights, right?
Was that also a memory you used to control us?
Hey, what was it you guys remembered from it again? At first, you ran away from the Gopher Project, humanity's last hope. But then, you bravely chose to accept your fate.
With only one eye.
You took on all the wishes of your friends and family. And now, you remember how you got here. You remembered that you had all been entrusted with the world's hope, right? Remembering the weight of that hope should have made you feel stronger. I have to escape! I'll never give up! I won't be defeated by the Mastermind!
Even though Kaito and Kokichi were gone, and Kibo started to go berserk, you guys didn't give up hope. You decided to face this killing game, right?
You were controlling our emotions? Even our resolve to defeat the Mastermind?
This is a killing game. A death game where emotions run like blood.
If the participants aren't trying their best to live, it's just not very exciting.
Oh, the memories were fake? Then what was everything till now? That memory, and 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 that... If they were all fake memories, then... Where are we? Why are we in this killing game?
I still think they might be on the moon.
Yeah, who knows? My plans for mankind's last killing game kinda just fell apart. So figure out why on your own. This is a class trial after all.
Then, who are you? I don't know who you are.
Oh, what's not
I'm
to
gonna give this underwear back.
I...
became me. What about that don't you get?
If this killing game is connected to Hope's Peak Academy, then I believe you. This is certainly the work of someone carrying on Junko Inoshima's will. But we have nothing to do with Hope's Peak, so you can't be
Yeah,
Junko.
okay. So this is what I was... Why do I always forget I can do that? So this is what I was getting at before. That there's got to be something else to it. Because this is why I thought it might all be fiction. But yeah, I'll take this. That somebody's just using the stories.
So who the hell are you?
I'm me, no one else.
Oh, that's pretty good cosplay. What?
What is this?
Huh? You know him, don't you? He was in the Jabberwock Island killing game.
I'm Hajime Hinata.
That's not what we mean. What are you doing? What am I doing? I'm just cosplaying.
That I knew was coming.
Cosplaying?
Yeah, this is just cosplay.
But it's not just normal cosplay, because I can perfectly replicate the character.
Check it out! Even my voice sounds exactly the same.
You can only cosplay fictional people.
Is Junko Enoshima also?
Yes, it's my cosplay.
I like their eyes are spinning now.
I can perfectly reproduce a number of characters and actually become them.
This is the talent of the ultimate cosplayer.
Number of characters?
How can she cosplay as students of Hope's Peak Academy? Because Tsumugi told us...
Cosbox. That's what cosplay is supposed to be in the first place. Lately, some people prefer cosplays as non-fictional characters, which is unforgivable. So unforgivable that I break out in Cosbox whenever I attempt it.
Ah, you remembered! Yes, that's exactly right!
So then, what does this mean?
What?
Either the Cosbox is a lie, or Danganronpa is a lie.
If what I said was the truth, then Hope's Peak Academy was...
What Hope's Peak Academy was... If Tsumugi can cosplay as them, there's only one possibility. I got it right! It's fictional! I fucking called it!
It's fictional. It's
Yes!
fictional?
Fictional?
I'm really happy to have got that.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history never happened.
Yeah!
Hope's Peak, the Future Foundation, and the remnants of despair do not exist. Because it's all fiction. None of it actually happened in the real world.
All of those events took place within a fictional world known as Danganronpa.
Yes! I fucking called it!
Danganronpa!
Dangan...
People are gonna hate this.
What? What are you even talking
I
about?
love the song's on right now.
What? You've never heard of Danganronpa? We're all characters in it.
That's right! Me, that nasty pig bark, and everyone else are all fictional.
Hold on. Then, Hope's Peak Academy doesn't exist?
Nope, because it's fiction. Doesn't exist in the real world.
Alright. Or that might be revealed to be a lie as well. But you know what? I'm keeping my adulation because it was a plot point regardless. It's a game!
What?
Isn't that surprising? Yeah. Up till now you thought fiction was
I mean, it might go back on itself, but still.
But fiction is just fiction. Danganronpa's just fiction.
This whole Danganronpa story was just stuffed into your memories.
For that reason, you all believed that work of fiction was, in fact, reality.
And that's how we put on a cosplay performance for everyone to see. A cosplay performance of the whole wide Danganronpa world! Cosplay of the whole wide world? So, this was all fake? Everything was made up? And the whole time, we thought it was real? Did you think the ultimate cosplayer's talent was only limited to characters?
It'd be kinda lame if that was all the big bad mastermind could do.
I can do far more than that. I can cosplay the world itself. So if you want to make me your enemy,
then your enemy is the world of Danganronpa itself.
Danganronpa itself?
But why? Why would you do this? Why make us think it's real?
Well, duh. It's so you don't play the killing game.
This is the world of Danganronpa, you know? No shit we're playing the killing game. But it's not just any killing game. It's a killing game that takes place in the real world, propped up by fiction.
In other words, it's ultimate real fiction!
Ultimate real fiction?
Ultimate real fiction?
His eyes weren't wrong.
But if it's fiction, if everything isn't real, then the world being in ruins is also fiction, right? The world outside is fine, right?
So one of the other things I was considering, and I think the worst thing about discussing this all with my friend at work is that the one thing with discussing this all with my friend at work is sometimes I go into recordings and I can't remember what I've said on screen and what I've said off screen. I'm pretty happy to say that I called it being all fiction on screen, and I didn't figure that out. Like, I figured out during the week as well. I considered the idea of because the whole her being Junko was pretty obvious, right? Because I was like, fuck off, is there a Junko again? But it being fiction was a relatively recent idea in my brain that I only figured out because I had an entire week to think about it. And even then, I wasn't confident at all. But I knew all the powers of fate. Hang on, what was the point I was making? Sorry, I was trying to tell the story again, and I completely forgot the point I was trying to do. I can see that brush tool. You've been a bit... Stop looking at the brush tool, John. What's the point you were making? Oh, yes, they've written themselves into a corner. You, like... If you kill every single person on the planet, you can't write any more Danganronpas. And maybe that's fine. Maybe they wanted it to be the last Danganronpa, but like, maybe you don't want it to be the last Danganronpa. But then again, well, this is why it's V3, right? Because it's a new series. Anyway.
How did you like that scene? Our staff worked very hard on it.
Staff?
There's no need to worry about the people backstage.
Anyway, back to our conversation. You guys can just relax. The world hasn't been destroyed. Really? It's not destroyed? Then we can all go home and...
Nah, that ain't happening.
Has her eyes always said V3? They say V3, don't they? I've been trying to figure that out for ages. They all have circles and stuff. Okay, yeah, she's got normalized there.
Why? If the world is still intact, then we have homes to return to.
I told you that ain't happening, you dumb sea urchin headed. Wait, that's me.
Monokuma, what's going on?
Do you really want to know?
They're on the moon.
Forget about the world. It wants nothing to do with you. The walls of this academy are your world now. The outside world is of no concern to you. The audience certainly agrees with me. Isn't that right, you guys?
What? Split opinion? We're all not cartoon characters. Sakura is my...
What? Who are these people?
They've all been watching this killing game transpire.
Of course, those you see here are only a fraction of our total viewers.
Watching us!
It's just like Shuichi said. This was all arranged because people want to see it.
Alright, it's been so long. It does actually say B3 in her eyes. How long has it said B3 in her eyes? I wondered if it was her voice. Like, I know somebody told me literally it was her voice, and I just forgot.
So this was all a show. This whole killing game.
I do like that those two are the first two people to die in the first game.
Yeah. Everyone in this whole peaceful world watches this show.
Peaceful world?
The outside world is peace itself. There's no despair or wars, and... all the people in this peaceful world are straight up crazy for this killing game!
Sakura is my muscle waifu. I feel like I'm participating too. I believe in keeps. Lol. Lol, dude, you watching? Okay, yeah.
Wait, why would a peaceful world need a game like this?
It's because the world is so peaceful that this killing game is necessary.
It is so very peaceful. And so, it is so very boring.
With so much peace, people have become bored. They need stimulation.
We created this ultimate real fiction so Danganronpa could fulfill that need. Every person in the outside world watching this is a huge Danganronpa fan.
Oh look, it's Makoto again.
Everyone loves the killing games. This killing game is for everyone. So it's everyone's killing school semester.
This killing game is the latest entry in Danganronpa.
The long-awaited sequel that everyone has been waiting for!
This is the truth of this killing game. Isn't it the ultimate real fiction?
We were forced to play some fictional killing game?
I mean, it's real if you're...
Danganronpa! You noticed way too late. There's no Danganronpa without Monokuma! Since I'm here, that means this is Danganronpa!
Yay!
Can't you tell? It's the title of the current Danganronpa you guys are doing.
A testament to the unquenchable thirst this blood-soaked world has for Danganronpa.
What do you mean?
Danganronpa's gone on so long because the whole world enjoys and supports it.
Huh? How long has it gone on? Did you forget what season of Danganronpa this is? You guys are dumber than ants.
Shuichi, what do you think?
What?
You're the main character, right?
What number killing game is this? What season do you think we're
What's his
on?
V3 in the background?
You should be able to tell from the logo.
And if that's not enough of a hint, just feast your eyes below my belt.
What? What killing game is this? What number Danganronpa is this? You can tell from the logo. Killing game is... What? I need a V. Haha, it's 52. Now 53. Oh, that's why it's V3. Oh, that's clever.
Could this be the 53rd?
I went for 52 because I thought that's what number she said. She's the 52nd Junko, but I didn't consider that it's 53. That's clever. We've skipped all the way to the 53rd one.
Ding ding! Correct! This is the 53rd season of Danganronpa! In other words, Danganronpa V3's official name is Danganronpa 53!
Dangan 25 was the best. Oh, come on! Now I wanna play Dangan 25. Yeah, V's of him room all for 5. Yeah. 53. Right, I think that's the end of the episode.
Starting with the Hope's Peak Academy arc in Danganronpa 1, 2, then 3.
Despair Beyond Hope. Monokuma returns. Hope's name. Despair vs. No, let me see that scene again. Despair's... You've got to do these now, game. I want to know what the third one was. Birth of Despair.
The seasons just kept coming, and with it came more killing games! Until it transcended games and anime to become this, the ultimate real fiction! And now, we're in the 53rd season of Danganronpa!
53rd season?
Right. I'm going to let you go there. With that revelation. Which I totally fucking called! I mean, obviously I wasn't going to get all the details, but... I called it. I called that Danganronpa was going to be fictional. I feel like that's more impressive than figuring out that the plain girl was Junko.